someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Myself for a while.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while.
we will be attention. We will be starting this show here suddenly. Oh, look, cowbell. I love cowbell. Road Dog's taking a potty break right now, so we just waiting. I feel like I could go too now that I think about it. Oh man, I hope he comes back. I gotta go bad now. Oh, where's that bottle? I can't hold it. Ah, yeah. Ah. Oh, that's better. Oh man, that damn.
Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had the same please. The shops to the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? You wanna eat these centipedes? What we gonna go? You're gonna eat these calories.
Oh, thank God, here he is.
So I just smell some funny around here. Did the cat get in or something? Litter pot?
Road Dog, right over here, man. Let me get out of your chair.
Is that ammonia?
You sweated all over my seat. I mean, that's soaking wet, Sean. What, you just get through working out or something? I mean,
Is that what I'm smelling?
I mean, it's wet, dude. I'm sitting in what's like.
That's gross, man.
Sweat all over my seat. Oh, there's sweat dripping on the table. What? You spilled lemonade. Yay. All right.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Yeah, looks like tonight is meme night. They were just popping off like crazy. Peanut, $2.06. Whiff sitting at $4.03. Peppy. Woo. Peppy made me happy today. At 4 zeros and 23.52. I believe that's an all-time high for Peppy. Popcat at 190. Mog at 23.82 after 5 zeros. Brett at 14 cents, Brett. Mew at 1.1 penny. Well, just when I was looking at my meme coins and saying, what the, why did I waste my time with you? They're starting to do kind of good. Peppy's just won my heart today, that little frog. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're seeing them bags of pumping. Question is, how long will this pump continue? Will it continue? What's going on with this pump? What's going on with my computer? It's Mercury in retrograde. Is that going to stall the market out like it normally does when it starts peeping its head around the corner on the 25th? I wonder. Hello. Hey, we got Barnum here. Let me get off this top chat nonsense. We got Barnum. We got Glasshopper. Sicaro, how's it going? Tommy at 2 liters. Sicaro says, dip me in chocolate and call me dessert. It's Road Dog. Tommy 2 liters, what's up? Just today I bought Peppy coin. What do you think? Is it the Peppy coin or is it like Peppy? Like this Peppy guy over here. There's 2 ones. They both do good from what I understand. As long as you didn't buy the green candle. I mean, you can do what you want, but you know, they usually, they got some kickback on them. Sometimes they'll slap you silly when you're not looking. There's I'm on a winning team. I'm on a winning team. I'm on the losing team. Dang. What happened? That stuff happens. Strega, how's it going? We got Crypto Tropics. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody so far. If I did, forgive me. We trying to carry on here. More money says Bitcoin price prediction. This is it. Bitcoin news, Coinbase, and Robinhood. Robinhood would be huge. Dream Tank says, let's go. Good brown gravy. How's it going? And there's more chat. More. SBL says, Jasmine. I'll put that on my list right here. Good brown gravy says, I saw a peanut a few days ago and said, that's dumb. Yeah, me too. I did not expect $2. I was kind of, once you get to $1.50, and I'm like, okay, but it will be forgotten like so many of the meme coins are, though, sad to say. I think. 'Tis my prediction. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll have a, drop and kind of come back. Some of them. It can get into it. I guess it depends on the market cap. If it gets up high enough, it'll have a name for itself. Maybe it'll stick around. I don't know. Memes are very... There's a reason we have a term called shitcoins. Meme is just us accepting that and just owning it, I guess. Because it's no different than the shitcoins from back in the day, back in 2017 when all those Ethereum coins first got. Well, even before that, everybody was splitting off, just copying the code and calling their own new coin. My first rug pull was one called Silkcoin, which everybody was loving and it was pumping and the talk of the town, and then it wasn't. Hope you don't go full turkey dog like last night. Can I talk to the manager, Mercury? Okay. It needs a good talking to. I'm just saying. OG once said, hey, Road Dog, what's a shaking and what's a bacon? Well, it's not turkey yet, but it might be. Driver 50 says Peppy is on. Oh, it is on Robinhood. Nice. That's kind of ballsy for Robinhood. What else did they add over on Robinhood? Anything? I haven't been over there in a minute. The only thing I got over there right now, I put everything into Bitcoin a long time ago. What I had left over there. And I just don't want to sell that. Now I think I can move it on. Ooh! That's nice. Well, I don't see anything sticking out on me just yet. Oh, here we are. Cryptocurrencies. What are you? Well, they got a nice little growing list over there. They got AVAX. They got Shiba, ADA, XRP, Doge, Solana. That's what I see right now. Got more. Oh, they got Aave. They got quite a little growing list over there to do. I wasn't aware of that. I thought they still just had like maybe four coins. So I don't use that app very much. That's cool. And the more adoption, the better. Let's take a look and see what's happening. This is I started out here on the Standard & Poor, the SPX. They still doing okay, man. They're still not getting up to my bigger target up here. All right, so the regular market seems to be still kind of doing okay. They fell out, came back in. That's a good sign right there, for real, for real. Oh, Bitcoin is at $89. Let me come down to my time frame here. That's where I'm following this one. Just on the 6-minute time frame, we've been here all day, just hanging. Went up. Technically, it made a triple top, if you can see that. This is the same top that we saw on altcoin season, or on Total 3 back in March. That's the one that we talked about. Because everybody's saying it's the flag to the upside, just like they did today. Hey man, we're headed up to 118,000 today, according to some people on the 1-minute chart. But what it does, if you can see this, imagine, a lot of people say, oh, it's a head and shoulders. But you got, your shoulders are up and it's kind of like, I don't know. That's how I picture this one. A triple top. If you go check it out on Thomas Bukowski's thepatternSite.com, you get those coming in at a direct rejection area, which is, what is this? What is that? Is that a line? Is that our 2.7 Fibonacci right there that we wicked up to and nailed it? Is that what that is? Right here. That little red line is our 618 Fibonacci from our pool. I will go back just to verify that. Oh, it's our 127. Yeah, our -27 right there. And that spells out toppy tops, or places that this should happen at. So I'm for the algorithm, excuse me, let me take a moment of vanity. I'm sorry, but we have to do this if we want this channel to grow, because this is what all the other channels that are growing doing. I just don't like to just, we have to say, nailed it, wow! And then we got to get clappy, and say who followed, who did, and all that, and y'all are supposed to say 111 and all that in the chat, and then more people come in or something. That's supposed to be how it works. That's what I can gather. That's what ChatGPT says anyway. I never can find my text. I never can. Why is that? I need to add you to my favorites, don't I? I need to move on from this. I'm going to star you so I won't have to go through this anymore. Just so I can say, nailed it. Put it on our vanity wall over in the Telegram group, which is free, by the way. Mine's free. Everybody else charges. Mine's free because, well, I don't know. I'm available, but I'm not in there just posting setups willy-nilly. I like to post them from the show over there, but it's a cool community and lots of information over there. I got tons of resources, courses, all that stuff, lots of free stuff, books, even Bukowski's books. Don't tell him I don't know if you know about it. Here we are. Let's go nail this up. Let's do this and get this over so we can get on with the show. Get on with the show, Road Dog. People getting bored watching you do all this stuff. I had a computer glitch and had to reset before the show tonight. It's Mercury and retrograde is what I'm calling it. That's what I'm blaming it on. Road Dog chart room over here at the vanity wall. Let's put BTC. Nailed it. All right, yay! That lends some credence to my system. That my system has the vantage point that I was set out to determine to find places where we find reversals. That's what I try to do when I get my really good targets up here with my fibs. And this stuff happens. Doesn't happen perfectly. Sometimes she even misses it, and it's just like, you suck, Road Dog. But it's amazing the fibs, if you just trust them, use them, how they can help you just get an edge in this market. And I don't know everything, all the mysteries of the fibs, because I do jump down that rabbit hole, but it was a hard one to find information on. But I like to share what I pick up and what works for me. Triple top, if you can see that. That's what we were talking about. The little, I don't know, coming up here at a rejection point. Yeah. Well, them suckers do the reversals. The question is, are we going to bounce back from this? Are we going to come back up here and retest this again? Is this it? Are we taking a bigger dump to the downside? You got all these questions that could be coming true right here. And when you zoom out on Bitcoin, you remember when we zoom out and we draw trend lines from way back here? That is also at a top. So yeah, that comes back to our discussion last night when we look at this. I mean, you got this fantastical trend line here. Let me see if I can lay it on the top there. It looks like we even wicked out of it, just a smidgen there, just a smidgen wicking out of it. Do you think we got the strength to just bust out now after we, came from down here at 70,000? I mean, it's very hopeful that we can say that. Ichimoku Cloud looks very excited about it. I mean, there's some nice things here, but in my personal opinion, we're getting a little bit overheated, and I do really think that over this Thanksgiving, we're going to be like, oh man, Bitcoin's kind of sucky right now. What's going on? Why are we not at 100,000? That's just what I kind of projecting, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we do go up to 98,000. We got some bigger targets. I'm just not sure that we've got the signs that we need. I don't think anything bad's happening. We're far away from this Ichimoku Cloud. Let me see if I can get on a clearer chart that I haven't abominated with lines. But this green cloud over here, we're far from it. That's good. It's still strong, but we are at resistance, and my fibs say that. And the last time that I did not respect my fibs as well as I should have. Why is this not working? What is this? Reload you. What happened? Oh, I'm on the right. Yeah, here we go. The last time that I did not respect it was over here at total 3. Right here at this 3.618 Fibonacci. It did the same thing. You see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? We got a shoulder. Well, anyway, it's not a hidden. It was a triple top. This shoulder is higher than this one, and You could call it lots of things, but that's how we read it. Oh, and then we started coming down from that rejection point. I don't want to go through that again. That would suck. Not saying that we would, but not saying that we got enough rocket fuel to just blast on through here and keep on going straight on up. I don't think we got that just yet. I really don't. And Market Cipher doesn't think we do either. She just already printed a red dot there, and she doesn't print them very often on the daily, but when she did last time, it was this one, it was that one. I'm just looking at the ones on the tops, really. And then we got this one. So I don't know. Tell me, what if this one's fairly accurate, what would you think? Got stochastics. They'd already started turning down here. They'd already started turning down here. They have not started turning down here. So we got that little clue to keep watching, because we don't technically have a sell signal till this sucker starts coming down. She's buried. So this needle is buried at the top on the stochastics, but that's okay. It can do that. It can get. That's the thing about stochastics. It can get buried up here before dropping. But where were we on a drop? See, Market Cipher does pretty good on the bigger time frames, especially calling it out when these red candles on the, especially on the Heikin-Ashi start. Well, Market Cipher and Heikin-Ashi just go together pretty well, I think. This is not yet a bad candle though, like it was over here, so maybe you got that argument. Here was one instance where we did print a red dot. We got to talk about this. This might be what we're looking at, you know? These two instances right here, let's blow Market Cipher up. This is when we get to the top and our stochastics are at 100%, not showing a sign of weakness. Money flow is still in the green. We got the red dot, but we started playing red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot. And it wasn't until the stochastics started coming down on that red dot that we actually started taking the fall. On that other red dot, we just kind of went sideways and then started going back up. We got a green dot after it. Are we looking for that? On that, we also got a bullish cross over here of that 9 over the 200 moving average there, right with that green dot. Do we have anything like that that might be saving us right now? Is there any hope at all? The only hope that I got is a 100 getting ready to cross a 200, but you know, it's great on the macro. It is, but sometimes them little suckers will just come right back. As soon as that one drops, the price will drop. Or as soon as this crosses, the price will temporarily drop. I've seen that. We've seen that. We've shown it. We've warned about it before and even caught it happening before. So we're at a precarious moment. It's the perfect place that they would normally park us at on the weekend. And I was saying that last night. We're just kind of, it feels more like weekend trading. Like there's something, to me it does. I mean, I know we got a little pump today. We also got a dump today, right? Up a little Humpty Dump. We straighten out this trend line, put it more in line with these candle bottoms over here. We seem to still be respecting this red trend line. I had to adjust it there. Bigger time frames. So far so good, but it is true. The more times you get, you know, more touches on trend line are good to an extent, and then, you know, it's kind of weakness, and then they'll start weakening, you know, getting through. We don't want that to happen. So what do you guys think? You think we're going to pump? You think we're going to pump and break up through there? I got a target about 95,000. I can see us getting up there. That is, I believe that's the 1618 target right there, in case we want to go just a wee bit higher. It'll be interesting to see what you do. Even Elliott is calling for a fifth wave ABC retracement going on. There are so many signs saying that we should be getting a pullback here. It's a logical place to get a pullback. Nobody's wanting to pull back. Everybody's still wanting to go long, and I can't blame them because it just feels bullish. It feels bullish. Darn it, I knew I should have taken profit when I'm in a trade that needs to go my way. I'm just right there, just right on the brink. So I am in a long because we are bouncing on the 6 minute off of this 200 moving average. So I'm hoping we can at least come back up and retest this area here before we do anything. Bigger time frames are saying we're tired, we need to do something. Smaller ones, we can get some nice little pumps before it kind of figures out which direction we're going to go. But if we start dropping, what do you think we're going to do? Well, we need a good retest for dang sure. My goodness, Elliot, you're bearish. The three. Elliot is calling anywhere from 83 to 80 to 76,000. And technically, man, I mean, our last point that we broke out of, which we can come back and retest, was there at 73. Not saying it's happening today. I ain't saying it's happening, but we can look for it. I'd say it would happen. I think we got a good chance of it happening between now and Christmas. That's just my take on it. But while Bitcoin sits here and tries to figure out its life, what direction it's going to take, altcoins are just kind of hanging out there and just, what about me? What do I do? Elliot seems to think that they've completed their ABC correction, which means that they should be starting on another leg up if they're going to do something. I mean, for real, right? That's on the 24-minute time frame. We need to zoom out. What have altcoins done? They've done really well. I remember us over here just looking at this $666 billion area, hoping it would go there and expecting, you know, maybe it'll get rejected there. It did not. Altcoins have freaking blasted the hell off, and we are higher than we were over here. Yet some altcoins are not where they were over there. Some of them still lagging behind. Interesting how that plays out, right? And it's very interesting that Bitcoin dominance is continuing too. Now, both of those don't usually go up at the same speed there. One of them's got to give way to the other. They both cannot dominate this market at the same time. It's just mathematically impossible. So which one's going to give out first? My bet would be on the altcoins. If Bitcoin continues and breaks past this trend line, Bitcoin is once again going to steal the show, and altcoins will suffer. They will still come up, but Bitcoin, when I say suffer, I mean that Bitcoin will be outperforming all your altcoins. And if you look back and if you wish, man, I should just stay in Bitcoin, I'd have more money. And would you want to see what it looks like if you stay in Bitcoin over altcoins? Here's my paper trading account that we've done here. I got a few altcoins in there. Hey, Peppy, you should be in here today. Well, I'm on DCR, and that's one of my, I'm down $200 on that, my Decred. My Inverse, I'm up $1.54. My VeChain, I'm up $991. My Bitcoin, I am up 127,000, up 238,000, up 103,000, up 74,000, up 60,000, up 48,000, up 213,000. They give you $100,000 to start this out. I played it very loosely, just going with Bitcoin. Maybe pulling a few moves, buying some a little cheaper, but not too many of those moves. Oh, there's my Peppy. I'm sorry, my Peppy is up 61,000. God bless you, Peppy. You know what, Peppy? I think it's time. I think it's time to close you. I'm going to claim you. You can do a partial close? Well, hell yeah, let's have it. Let's do it. Partially close you, Peppy. Oh, profit! I've got almost $1.2 million in equity over here. $837,000 profit. I wish this was real money though, but it ain't. Started out with $100,000 account over here. But anyway, it goes to show how well Bitcoin would do when you got some money. You can make some bigger money in it faster than you can with altcoins. That's why the big money looks at Bitcoin and they're quite happy with that choice right now. I'm quite happy that my portfolio is mostly Bitcoin. Thank God. Else I would be riding these waves Freaky Friday. I don't know. Some other things are popping off. Let's look at before. Let me come back and see what you guys are talking about. Make sure everything's kosher. War Dog Thunderbolt says 99K or bust. I hope we do. I'm not against going up there. I'm not. But I am against getting caught in a downtrend. Don't want to do that and see us go back to 70, 73, or even 83,000. Linda says, Moonbag my Peppy, Bonk, Whiff, and Myro today. My girl. That's how you do it. The Moonbags. You cannot beat a Moonbag. That is when you take your collateral out. If you start out a bag with a $100 bag and it goes up to $200, $300, wherever you want to pull your $100 out, you're moonbagging it and you get to keep the other and let her ride or just draw out on her. It's like a little bank account that just keeps going up in money over when you're in a bull market like this, and it's pretty awesome and wild. One of the greatest strategies out there. Yes. Looks like we got some memberships. Let me see if I can get in there. Grasshopper says drift is drifting away. Let's take a look at drift here too. Driver 50, we're still very early for Bitcoin future wise. We are. I am still DCAing into Bitcoin. Crazy. There was this point where I had to be risk adverse though. At the real juicy prices, like even at it's above around 70,000, I had to back off. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna draw a line here. But now I'm safe enough with my cushion because I got leverage on it. I'm safe enough that I am adding some on every little chance I get. Add a little bit every day, and then on dips, and taking profits and rolling over into some Bitcoin too. 100%. We're going to 100K tonight. I hope you're right, Dream Tanks. I hope you're right. I could see if Bitcoin dominance breaks out of this. Of course, this is the daily. She's got the green light to go. MACD's getting ready to pop. This is getting ready to happen. But if it does that, what's going to happen to altcoins? Let's go. The dominance alts dump, pump, the crystal ball, Nostradamus information. Whoa! That was a lot. Welcome to the fan club. I will be starting those videos. More videos over there. Some teaching videos and things like that over there. It is coming this month. What are we thinking about Art Block? ABT, put it on the list. Only alts green in my portfolio are memes. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing popping off. I guess that's what we're going to look at a lot tonight. What are the perks for the different members levels? Right now it's all on the $3 thing. Right now it's all that. Now what I'm going to do is my plan over this quarter is to revive the chart school. I used to do a chart school video series, just going over the basics. Like if you're a beginner trying to learn, setting you up that way, support resistance, and then going through the steps there, all the way up to Fibonacci and all the other stuff that I use, just taking it layer by layer. So I was thinking about doing that over on the live streams in the paid membership areas and be available over there. Probably do them live and we can get some interaction because that would get some good questions that most people might have and things like that. We'll take it level by level and then get into strategy and things like that. But then I'm going to shrink that down, probably condense it, and then put it into like a condensed version, a course, and then put that on the higher tier, which I've started filling out. I think it's like $24 course, a $24 level or something. After I get them stacked over there, I'll start doing that and figure out something else I want to do on that tier. But it gives a chance for everybody that's already in at the $3 to participate in what I'm doing and see that. So they're not going to miss out either. It's just something I'm building for something ahead of time, and not going to cut everybody off or anything like that. I don't know. People get weird about that stuff. Low time frames on market cap market cipher looks good. Sold some Pepe too. And there's I just saw him. There you are. There's Joe. Joe from Trade Intuition. Fellow YouTuber, streams. I think he's been he did one today. What was it? About 11-12? I think I caught you right around 12. The Joe's on. And I was like, well, that's a good alternative, because the only other thing I could see was somebody bragging about himself all the time. It was like a big 2-hour infomercial for a trading group with a few charts thrown in over there and a lot of patent self-says on the backs and stuff. I wonder how that speaking of which, I wonder how that flag to the upside played out there on that 1 minute chart. Where was that? Oh yeah, it was this one, this flag to the upside right there. The one that almost looked like a cup and handle. that one to the upside. Yeah. How did, because those play out many times, right? He actually, if you listen, he will tell you his whole strategy, and he actually just came close. He mainly trades flags, and he does. That's his main strategy. But they don't always work, baby. They don't always work. And if you don't zoom out and see the bigger picture and know that you're at an area of resistance, then stuff like this happens. This is a big area of resistance. You'd probably only realize that if you knew about fibs, I guess, or you know, just kind of read the tea leaves that, man, we're double topping up here. That's not good. You wouldn't see that when it was playing out though, but oh well. Yet he's still 90% accurate. Let's move on. I don't want to go on a tirade. Joe said, yeah, he is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I really like that time. I think it's a good time for you, Joe. I do. I would do it if I could be consistent with it. I would do one at 9 or even 10, but I've tried that, and I don't know. Life just does not cooperate with me doing that consistently. There's always somewhere to go, some appointment, this, that, something else happening. So I couldn't be consistent, but I can be consistent about this time. This one seems to work for me. Joe's keeping the stacks in the fanny packs. Guys, let's take a look at Layer G, get our news in, because I find that helpful. We got a lot of good news over there, and a little alpha that we run over. And Sean, can you hit the button for me, please? Sean. Why does it smell like ammonia over here anyway? All right, so what's happened in the last 12 hours with crypto? Well, Bitcoin has touched a new all-time high at 93,000 and is now trading slightly down at about 90. Solana, ADA, XRP, Pepe, Robinhood Crypto has relisted Solana, Cardano, and XRP, and has also listed Pepe. Robinhood lists Shiba in April, or listed Shiba in April 2022, and then listed meme coin again more than 2 years later. Pepe has been listed on Robinhood, Coinbase, Upbit in succession. Peanut, after Elon Musk said that on X that America was saved by a squirrel and a meme coin. Oh, that would do it. Peanut the squirrel jumped 290% in 24 hours. Amazing. Hippo, Binance has listed another low FTV meme coin, Hippo, following the previous listing of Peanut and ACT, which also was a baller. Avalanche, Aptos, Arbitrum, Optimism, and Polygon. BlackRock announced that BUIDL will now extend to Aptos. I just said those. So AVAX, Aptos, ARB, OB, OP, and POL tokens. That's cool. VanEck launched a new sweet ETN for European markets. Consensus Linea has announced that it will do TGE by Q1 2025. OpenSea expected to announce token plans in December. OpenSea announced that the new OpenSea in December, a waitlist registration, has been opened. USDT 1 billion were newly minted at the Tether Treasury. 1.34 billion USDT flowed from Tether Treasury to exchanges in the past 12 hours. That's huge. We just did a couple of billion. The money is coming in, and it's mostly for Bitcoin. But it will make its way. It will make its way to the alts. A large portion of it, I believe. Maple Finance, yes, announced that the Syrup token is live. Maple tokens be exchanged for Syrup tokens at a ratio of 1 to 100. Oh, what? Did I just get screwed again? I got Maple Finance, but I'm not aware of that. Well, that sucks. I'm not big on that token swap over thing. I find I usually get screwed somehow, and I've seen that Maple price is doing pretty good. All right, so let's get back to our charts. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do the news.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Let's zoom out just a little bit. This is Keeper KP3R. Where did we have it? CoinEX probably. Yeah. Oh, you did not. You're the one we drew the bars pattern on. We were hoping that maybe that would play out. Oh, that did not happen. we're looking over here, then yeah. We did this on another one too. Well, that sucked, Road Dog. That didn't work worth a crap. She did not do that. So that's why she's pumping today. She went down lower. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we looked at this the other night. Oh, I FOMO'd into this the other night. She popped. This wasn't the chart. It was it? We were at a bottom area. I don't think this is not the chart we looked at that I pulled. I don't believe. Let me zoom out and show. This is what I did. I just did a fib pull from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. I'm at a 1.272 bottom, and I said that's where I buy because this happens. And I think we did a trade setup on that. So woohoo, baby, she's a pumping. She was down at $15, and I bought her live here. I FOMO'd into her, right? Thought I did it here on stream. I'm pretty sure that I did. And there we are. She went up as high as what? 200%. She's currently sitting at 120. I could moonbag her now. I haven't got around to doing that. I do foresee that she can start recovering up here to these areas too. Maybe hit 50 or 60. So not bad. That maybe, I don't know if that's. I wouldn't mind having this one for a longer term play. We got a nice little trend line right there. And now that this Fibonacci is played out, now we got targets. How so, Robog? We go swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Because we got our bottom. Now we just use the regular thing. Some of you guys might say, oh gosh, it's going to go through that thing again. But I'm going to say it to you guys. Dream it in your sleeve. You'll be pulling a fib and you go swing high to swing low. Tell me where price. Oh God! What, Road Dog? You suck! Now you got me saying it. Yeah, that was the whole game plan. This is our accumulation area right here. Below the 236, this is the juicy places to buy. When we break above that, we're ready to rock on and at least come up here to $62. So I do think that we'll probably do that. I'm hoping we do that. I hope we don't get rejected here. That would suck. We can come back down here and play all kinds of silly little games. Not wanting to do it. The smart me would moonbag this since I am about, I'm in moonbag territory. I can get out my collateral and just let it ride. I know I'd be tempted just to turn right around and buy more though. So keeper 3. Well, this is one that we called just the other night. Right, that one should be over here. We need to do our vanity. I wish I had my trade set up. I think we put this one over into the trade setup area here. There was drift. We did drift. Did I not post this one? Oh man, what an opportunity I missed if I didn't do. I don't think I posted it. Well, that sucks. I must have got distracted. I think it was last night. I'm pretty sure it was. Or 2 days ago. Probably 2 days ago. I entered down here because it was a known fib level that I look for in my strategy that finds bottoms. And it was above a 9-moving average, maybe on this one. Or maybe on a 4-hour, but it was enough to make me say, "Oh, she's getting ready to do something." Now, if we're tracking on the 4-hour, this was her resistance point right there. That's it for now. She'll probably go sideways through here a little bit until she can get enough strength to start flipping these bands around. Not there yet, so yeah, I do need to move back this one. She's at some resistance right now. Nice run. All right, so let's take a look at Pepe, see what Pepe's been doing. Then I'll start getting into some of the requested coins. Binance is the first one we got there. Look at you go. What's that arrow for? What is that arrow for? Oh, because I just sold. That's what it is. Oh, I just sold my paper trade on this one. Nice. I sold this candle. So you say? Did we just switch over? Yeah, we just now switched. Oh, sweet. Nice. Pepe? We need to zoom out. What's Pepe doing? I can't see this thing. I got so many lines and targets and whatnot. Oh, it's a fibs. She went past. Are you trying to get up here? Where did I pull you? No, okay, well we could, but that's not ideal. Let's see if we can see where Pepe's gonna do. Good Lord, just cleared out. We already got all past all of that. I think this is where I bought Peppy. Did you buy Peppy here? Here? I don't know. Oh, I still got some Peppy left. Should I sell my Peppy? Or she got some more in her? You got some more in you, or should I sell? Well, let's do a little fib magic and see what we can figure out here. This was our last one actually, but I think that one is. There's some relevance to the very last one. I got this reverse. Gosh darn it. Here is our 36. This is the one. This is the one that we're at on total 3 right now. This 3618 Fibonacci. That's the one that rejected us in March, and that's the one we're fighting with right now, or bumping up. We're testing this area right now on our total 3. So, will this area hit? We already got this one. We're hanging out here now. We already lost that. I don't know. I don't know if we'll make it up to the 361.8, but that is the next rung on the ladder. Might revisit 2523, but 2880 seems to be the hopeful moon boy target. If we're going to keep going up, that's where I would expect us to get, and that would be the full extent of that little guy. I mean, there's another one we can go with too, but that's just rare. The higher you get up to those rungs on those ladders, it's just less likely it's got to be a strong move to do it. And here we go here. Do we got some confluence right here, the 2 points? So we're getting a little confluence here, swing high to swing low. 2.0, 28, 26. This one right here. This guy. I want him on the table. For what I'm doing right here, this one. Just as a hopium target. Do not know if it's coming. I need to label this one so I know what it is. That's not a measured move. That is a 223.6. We are extended. I mean, she's high. But the crazy thing is, she's not ready to roll over yet here. Money flow's still going up. Everything still looks good. She might still have some more steam in her. MACD is like, I'm not ready to roll over. You see it ready to turn or anything like, no, you don't. On the daily, no, you don't. Peppy still looks strong. She's way away from this 9 moving average and the 21 and all that on the daily. Now that's not voting as well. And your RSI, see on the daily how she is up here. She topped out at what? 90. That's kind of steamy. That's kind of up there. That's kind of hot. And then you can't see for all the steam. Then you got all this green. That's what I like about this RSI indicators, that it starts filling in all this green saying, man, well, that sucker has been overbought, man. We're in overbought territory, but your technical signal to sell is not until it actually breaks past the 70% level. That's technically when you say, oh, well, time to sell. Although a lot of times you will see price kind of on a downtrend by the time that happens. But you can't really try, so I'll just nail the top. I mean, you can try, but she can get pinned up here for a little bit and still price can still be going up. So it's not the greatest indicator to just nail things, but it's a good guideline. It's really good at, I like it for divergence and breakouts, and I use it a lot. But she's saying it's kind of heated right now. Everything's kind of hot on the daily ding dong, but still no red dot, right? Ichimoku Cloud. My gosh, I believe she might actually have a chance to hit these guys. What is that? 30.00003, and then this target at the 28. Let's see if she can. No guarantees, but hey, man, if they want to do it, I just encourage them. Show a little support. Let's see what they can do. You guys think the country's going to be shaping up pretty good with the dream team that they're putting together, our team of Avengers, and all the nominations for appointments that seem to be happening? Is this clock working? Somebody broke my clock. Hello? Oh, now it wants to work. I think we just need a little cowbell. That's just all we need. Let me come back to you guys real quick. Ski, give us some X's. All right. Hello, humans. Got a new low-cap Dogen Department of Government. Oh, yeah. Oh, that coin, is it? But they had one called, that was, they had another version of Doge that was for the Department of Government Efficiency. So there's a new one called Dogen. Glasshopper says, drain the swamp. Yes, and it sounds like they're going to do it this time. I'm excited about that. I mean, imagine a government that actually does what it's supposed to do. Imagine that. I mean, we could be setting precedents. We need to. Let's just get back to the Constitution. That's all, man. Respect the founding fathers were geniuses, and they set this up. It was a miracle. We need to respect that. And we've been getting away from it for several years. It's not just with the Democrats. This goes back to the Republicans too. Back in 2000, 21, 9/11, all that, Patriot Act, all that, yeah. But remember the Cheneys? Yeah. Doug said Bitcoin ran over $93,000 a day, inching towards 100K. I agree that we are. I just don't know if we're going to get there now or not, because we are at a really harsh resistance level, and we're about to run out of fuel. It looks like. I don't know where we will have some reserve tanks to get as high as 100,000. I could be totally wrong, but I'll be very impressed if it can break through that resistance. Cryptotropist says, I think the new one is Doge on Soul. Yes, the economy was stronger than ever under the Trump team. 2025 will be amazing. I hope so. I don't know if it's going to be just a straight up run. There might be some snags here and there, and some things that kind of are still creeping from what's happened in the past, because it takes a little while for some of that stuff to catch up. So I don't think it'll be a total walk in the park. I think it will take a little while to see that, but we're only going to start now. But I do think we're going to get something a little bit more major happen probably around Q2 next year. And then that's a good time. We usually do get one around there too, especially around tax time. That sucks. You got to play tax time early, man. They start selling out, and before you know it, you're in a downtrend. Like, oh man, I thought it looked like we were going up. If you're not taking profits, you'll get caught up and ride the yo-yo. There's an Act 1 and there's an Act 2, and this Act 1, it's over on Solana, and looks like Binance here, but that little meme coin, it's one that I cut loose because she had a down, had a couple of down days or maybe a week or something. And I'm looking at him cross-eyed, skeptical. You're a rug pull, you a scam. I've got those biases that I have to face with, and so she got cut, and I'm lost all the gains or possible gains on this one. This one did a number. This one did awesome. Since listed on Binance, it's already did 28x. Gosh. Sometimes you just need a good kick in the rear end, but you can't have every coin. You just can't. You got to draw a line. You got to have rules to go by, and sometimes when you figure out that you need to implement those rules, when you do, sometimes you gotta take a little hardship with that. Myro's doing something. How's Myro? Is that a target? Is that one of our targets that got hit? 15 cents? I believe it is. We gotta zoom out for this one. That is a 236 Fibonacci area. Yes. Oops. Myro. She looks to be doing something. Broke out, retested. That was a lackluster breakout, came down, but she still retested several times. She wrote it on down, a little regular. If we can get past this area, Myro past 15, 16 cents, I can see we can do something just kind of like this. Come up to around 20 cents. Working toward 25. I think Myro's one that you can pretty much play about every 5 cents almost. Let's take a look at drift. I never got any drift. No, I never did. And that sucker took off a few days ago. Okay, she took off. She goes up to 211. Now she's getting her pullback. Testing the 9 daily moving average right now. Will she hold here, or will she come back and retest the breakout of the channel? There's a good chance she comes back to retest this channel. That's 96 cents, but it's full of fib. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. You also get 618 there. And then down here, I hope she does not get back into the channel, but she could. This is the actual support area, horizontal support area at 73 cents. It's on the table. I would hate to see her break back in this trend line. That wouldn't, she'd probably get stuck here for a minute. That wouldn't be too cool. So Drift is getting a little bit of a pullback, more than likely she one of these areas. She could technically flip right here and just start taking off. I don't think it's going to happen, but it doesn't matter what I think. It just matters what it does. We can come down to lower time frames and see if they're agreeable or not. They're kind of thinking, we'd probably come down to 618 or bottom of the trend line, touch the trend line again. She's just going through a little correction there. Ain't a bad thing. Ain't a bad thing. Sometimes we look at FWOG. That old FWOG, it just keeps on going. FWOG, is that our target? Holy crap. You mean the one from way down here that looked like it wasn't ever going to hit? That one, that's that one, and then that one day it hits? Yep. That's it. It might even go further, but that was the one we went with, and that's the one that gave us the gains, and that's the one that would, from a breakout area, retest, or whatever we were doing here. And just darn it. That was pretty cool. It does look like you should not keep going. Let me address this trend line and see if we can get some alpha on this. That was an early bird. She was not drawn as efficiently as she should be. Here we go. Works correctly. Are you megaphoning out on me? This was channel. And this looks like megaphony. I don't know if she'll hold this area. I mean, this is an area that it should have a lot of hardships at, and she even wicked up above to 77 cents, but still struggling with this particular area. Still, it was a target that we nailed. Yeah. Nailed it. Cap locks. Oh, screw it. We're running with it. Nailed it. We'll copy that, put it over into our little vanity wall section here. Oh no, you just lost it. It's in the chart room. Look how many different, these are topic areas over here. Every one of these things has stuff. All this juicy stuff is in the file sections, and there's a CASPA section. There's things over WD GAN. Student chart area for if you got questions about charts, want to learn. If you're new, that's a good place to post questions that I can kind of direct you. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand or anything. Your paid trading groups don't hold your hand either. No, they expect all the other paying members to fill that position and tell you what's going on. It's sad, but it's true. It's a system. It's a genius system that feeds itself and makes the owner rich. It really is. When they tell you their biggest trade was a $100,000 trade, and they made $2,000 from bear market to where we are now, but have no big trades to tell of it, it's probably the trading group that's giving them all the $1 million that they're spending on there, telling you that you can do the same thing they're doing, but they're not telling you to start a trading group. It doesn't sound fair. Doesn't sound fair. A paid trading group. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you how it is. There's a lack of transparency and a little bit of smoke and mirrors in some of these guys, even the ones that try to, I'm just saying it's there. We were going toward that vanity wall and then we got off target again. Nailed it. WOG. right, let's see. ABT, that was a request. Let's look at ABT Alliance block or Art Block. Art Block. You're at 140 something. What's going on? Zoom out. Well, we looked at you before. So okay, yeah. Okay, so we're not out of our accumulation zone at all. Looks like we looked at it back in August. We're still, oh man, that's tricky. We went to there, but you went to here. Let's see what we got. Swing low to swing high. I'm actually going from this one right here, just because. See, I had this low to this high, and then we started this other leg, and it was this low to this high. So I'm taking my pivot from this low to that high instead of the very low. This was the low of this move here, and then this was the start of this move here. And I get more confluence here, so I think this one would be the more accurate play. You could try to play it the other way, the normal way, going from the very bottom, and you know, a lot of people would do it. I would do it. And you can see some confluence there with the 618. You'll get results both ways, but I think since this is based on impulse moves, like the ratios off of these little guys, this is where we can get some better results. So we should be at a possible bottom area. I'm not saying for sure, but look at what's happening, or what might be happening. We're either rolling over, that sucks. It depends on this and price action. This 9 moving average crosses at 21, then we can hope for some more upside. But usually we have to see that candle kind of lead the way. I have seen it cross before the candle gets across it though. That's amazed me. I didn't think I would ever see that, but it has happened before. I've also seen the 50 moving average cross before the other moving averages. They don't have to do exactly in succession here. But it could also be rolling over, so we got to see something. You need to see price get above the 618 again to feel more comfortable that we're bouncing here. Otherwise, we could still be just working our way back down to 134, 125. It could happen. She's in accumulation underneath this area about 187. Once we get past that, that's when all the fun starts. Right now, honestly, it looks like, and I'm just going, should I? No, we'll keep it. If we're looking for patterns that may be forming, and this is on a bigger time frame, so it's worth looking at. You got a V shape here, and then you got a possible rounding bottom forming here in accumulation. That makes perfect sense to me. It looks like we are actually forming a true Adam and Eve formation here, and it takes for the real ones to play out. I mean, I know you're going to say, well, because Adam and Eve here, buffalo upside on whatever time frame, but this is on the daily, and it's kind of a big deal. So this is like where you'd really want to find them, Adam and Eve, like at a true bottom, and not just like somewhere at the top somewhere. This is where you want them to form, and basically they'll have to come up to clear this area, and then there's a measure move. It basically gets us back around 3 to 325. It just takes a little while for this accumulation to happen, and you'll start seeing signs of it. When we get past 190, past that, we should be coming up to close to confirm the pattern. So however you want to look at it, doing through the fibs or doing through the patterns, she's spelling out some accumulation for art block. She's not going to be a fast mover just now. She's got a lot of work to do. She's trying to figure herself out. Whoops. Let me go see what Joe's saying. I saw him on my tablet here. I'm trying to get better about this chat stuff. Joe says, I'm thinking about selling a course that shows people how to make $10,000. It's a PDF and it costs $10,000. It shows you how to get people to send you $10,000 while selling a PDF for $10,000. Joe, you're a genius. That would work. I love that idea. At least you're being honest. You're giving them the true alpha how to do it. Love that turkey face. Is that a hint? This one freaks people out. How long have you been trading crypto? Also, what was your biggest gainers last bull run? I've been in crypto since 2013. But I wouldn't say that I traded. I didn't learn TA until the pandemic, and I was out of work just like everybody else, and that's when things started turning around. So I joined a trading group to get direction because you couldn't find anything on YouTube. Like, how do you learn this? And everything just looked so complicated, and they can. Everybody had courses for $5,000, and I found a trading group that was like basically $100. It was $600 for 6 months, or $500 for 6 months with some special or discount or something. Where we literally sat down and watched these little videos where we just read off of Investopedia. I could have just went to Investopedia and spent time there and learned all it myself, but instead I just watch somebody read off. But it gave me a kind of like a syllabus what I need to learn. But anyway, learning TA kind of helped change it. What were my biggest things from last bull market? That is crazy. That I was in a lot of coins. Kind of is a bad habit that I had then, and one that still carried on to this one. So it's kind of hard for me to pin down. Because I've been having wow. I can't think of anything just out. I mean, I didn't pull off some big 100,000. I didn't make $1 million last cycle or anything. That's happening this cycle. It usually takes you about two good cycles of actual trading, or actually being in it and understanding how the market works. And I didn't really have a full understanding of it until about more than about 4 years ago, really. Now I've done other things with strategies and whatnot, and had some, guidings on you as a 4-year cycle, whatnot, but really didn't grasp how all this worked until I started doing the TA stuff. And so, I mean, what happened is I got mad at losing in the market, and I got mad at it taking my money, because by that time in 2020, I figured out it took about 20,000 from me over the time from 2013. Buying miners, it got outdated. $5,000 for a miner that's outdated 6 months from now and never did get you a rate of return. Then you start trading or start trying to buy or invest in it. Selling at the wrong times, buying at the wrong times. Feeding 500 or 1,000 in and watching it just come down to $200, had to repeat it again, do that for years. So I figured I lost about $20,000, and I got pissed. And I said, there are too many other people that are making this work for them. You can see it on the rich list of how much money these people, was in this market, and it's real. And all these stories and Lambos and whatnot, and I had to get pissed. And I tell this story before, I haven't told it in a while, but and I think it's important. You gotta get pissed. I had to do the same thing before I'd start working out, and I need to do it again because I've not been doing it. But you gotta get pissed about things. And I had to look at the chart and tell the market, man, from now on, you're not going to do this. From now on, I'm going to be the winner in this game, and you're going to give me back every penny that you've taken, and you're going to give me back a shitload more than what you've taken. And then that's when I decided I'm going to make this market give it back. I'm going to figure this out. And I had to cross that mark before any of this would work. And then it was trying to wrap my mind around this, and sometimes it's just not clear the way to explain, and sometimes people are trying to look like a big man and not really telling you how things really work. You got lots of little things out there, so you need good sources. And then that's the reason why I find an opportunity like right now to point you toward the source that I think was really life-changing, which doesn't cost a penny, and that's thepatternshot.com, Thomas Bukowski's website, who also writes books on, he wrote the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns, which I've got here. I need to pull that back out. And then this really helped point me in the right direction. Because up until then, what got me into the trading group was I saw the guy in the video was like, well, this pattern, the falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There's percentages. There's some of these patterns work better than others, and we know what that is, and we can apply that. That helps. That makes a difference. So I got into the trading group thinking I was going to learn all these cool secrets and stuff. I mean, it was cool. I mean, the biggest thing I got out of the trading group was the screen shares, where you just went kind of like these live streams that you see now, where we just go over what were our mindsets and then go over different coins and what might be hot and not, charting and going over just what we do. What I do every night was kind of like the screen shares that I had, where I learned the most. So that's what I try to share when I do my streams, is be kind of like how I learned it. and just share that. That's where I learn more. Not for going over the Investopedia. This is stochastic RSI. This is what it does. And just reading. But it was when I got to Thomas Bukowski that things really started turning around for me, because it's not all 68% for everything. There are different things on there. There are different breakout patterns. Certain ones work better than others, and there's certain signs that you can look for, and there's measure moves that can give you a target. That's what I was missing from everybody else. So how do you find where to sell? Well, how do you find where it's going to turn around? That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know how do you find where it's going to reverse? Because I could never figure it out. That's what would get me. I'd be trading and it would switch up on me, and I was like, well, I don't get it. And you go, the support resistance level doesn't tell me if it's going to turn around or not. It's just a guess. And then I discovered Fibonacci. And maybe that rabbit hole has been good. Couple of that with a few other things, moving average strategies that I've got, and it's just changed my whole world. But while I can't say that I can remember any gigantic trade, I'm at a point now where I don't have to work. I haven't worked since 2020. I do this for free. I don't have to charge for it. I would be a multimillionaire if I did charge $99 a month, because that's just what happens, because that's where the money comes from for those guys. That's where the real money comes from. But no, I just do this for free and have a very slow growing channel. Well, but I appreciate all the people here. I think the people that are here would be the people that resonate and could, resonate with what I'm trying to do here, and also resonate with maybe what I share. Oh, did he just click off and leave? All right, let's go on with the charts, man. This is getting too. We're talking too much and not going over enough charts. Do we look at WIF? Because WIF it's meme coin night tonight, apparently, because that's what's popping off. Everybody's oh my, in uncertainty. When things get uncertain, it looks like memes. I don't know what to do with my money. Memes. That seems to be the answer. And here we are with back up to its all-time. Well, it was back up to its all-time high. It's dropped since then. It got wicked up to 485, and we're sitting at 409. Dropped a little bit. Gosh darn it. Let's clear all this out. What are you doing now, WIF? What do we do in this scenario? How can we look at this? How can we look at this? You just walk in on this little thing. We can always fib her out, but she's kind of at an area. I see this trend line. Right here, we broke out, came back and retested that sucker. That's valid for me to say. Now we could look at this as a channel, or we could look at this as a falling wedgie. I'm going to look at it as a falling wedgie, and we're just going to take our standard measure move, which is not from way down here to the upside. It's between your boundaries of the channel that you draw, or the trend lines that you draw. I've been taught to go straight down. Put that at the breakout, which is officially where it started, was right here when she broke out. But I've been flirting with playing them over here because I think that works pretty. I think that's worth talking about. I don't remember Thomas Bukowski ever saying that. Put it where it retest it, but that's what I'm looking at recently. But at the breakout, it suggests. I mean, technically at that breakout, I want to put it where the actual breakout. 531 would be the measure move, suggesting we still got some ways to go, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen on this candle. And usually we get pulled back, and then it takes a little minute to get there. So whiffy, we got some great little targets there for you. Can you hit them? Yeah, almost hit that one. Almost hit it. That could be close enough for a measure move. They're not perfect. Remember, when you do get a measure move, doesn't mean you go to that penny. It means that you treat this as a fuzzy little cloudy zone, and you either front run it or you run behind it. If you're, if you depends on if you want to get your order filled sooner, or if maybe if it hits, but it doesn't have to. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a stop loss or something you're trying to show. I don't know. But it's a cloudy zone. It's not a solid little line. It can be. You can see it go up and nail it. But you got to always think of these things as a zone. Some other ideas here is that since we determined that we had a trend line there, well, we also have a channel breakout. It looks like it would be here, because that's where we got the most touches, but we could extend it to the high from here, a swing high to swing low. I like the angles because you'll find that these angles are repeated. And if you believe that, if you fool around with that idea, that helps you identify lots of areas that other people would not be looking at. Plus this one, the angles, and that's from WD Gann. There's another one that I like, that I learned a lot from, and I do not know a whole lot from him because that's a deep ass rabbit hole right there. We get into planetary angles and all kinds of stuff. So I'll just take what I can understand at this moment in time. Let's go see what you guys are talking about. I don't want to get too far off topic or anything. Give me some coins if you want to look at them. Otherwise, we're just going down a list that I got. And hopefully I haven't missed them. If I have, I just have to repeat it. Bullish on Parade says, brilliant. Don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Cool, thanks. Hey, you're welcome. And that's why you call him Road Dog. Also, cause I call myself Road Dog. You know what? There's an influencer on here that I just always giggled at it from the first, because he was the only one calling himself a certain nickname. They call me la da da. Well, that's why they call me la da da. Until finally they get, you get enough people, and then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then that's why they call me. Oh well. Random Trader says, thank you all the education guide stuff. Yeah, well, as long as I get feedback that somebody's getting something out of it, that's all I need. That's what I need. Thank you for that. Because it sucks if I'm sharing stuff. I don't know. I mean, some of you guys might you know some of this stuff, or you don't look at it the same way. I don't know. Everybody's got a different take on it, and that is one thing you'll never find. Rarely will you find two analysts that do everything exactly the same way. I don't know. I mean, if you look at Evan Aldo, now he pretty much goes with Crypto Face's basic trading strategy stuff. That's pretty much the only thing I see him do. So you can find some people who repeat all that. Of course, incorporate here too. But I don't know. Everybody looks at things different. But I think I've got, I put together, it's a lot of them. I mean, I don't use everything, but the biggest thing is to find confluence on different indicators that speak to you. And you've got a lot of things saying, hey man, all things pointing to here that this is a good place for something to happen. They're usually correct. It's kind of like when somebody farts in the room and everybody's kind of like looking. They're not saying it, but it was in grade school when that happened. But it's the same thing. You get enough people pointing to where it's probably who it is that farted. I'm just saying that was the best analogy I can come up with. Let's look at Win. Win is winning. Look at Win. Oh, Win, are you for real? Is this your? No, it's not your all time. Got to zoom out. Got to get caught up in that 1 hour and look. Oh, look like we were moon bound already, right? No, we still way down here. Yeah. I find it interesting sometimes that the 1 minute chart traders don't get caught up in the small time frames. I've heard that come out a few times lately. And that's true. You don't want to get caught up in small time frames. They will lie to you. The smaller the time frames you go with these things, the more noise there is in the candles. The more you zoom out, the less noise. That's where you're going to get the truer answers. There's a lot of BS and all the blah, 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 blah going on, just like those shows that are nothing but 2 hour infomercials. Join my group. Speaking of groups, I do have an OnlyFans foot group. It's just like the free Telegram group. But you get charged with my feet pictures on it, pointing toward the Bitcoin price. It's only $2,500 a month subscription. For you ballers out there, you know who you are. Love you. I'm painting my toes camouflage just for you guys. Love you. All you other suckers just have to stick with the free side. You don't get to see my bare naked feet. Sucks to be you. Otherwise, you got all this stuff over here to go mess around with. It might keep you busy for a little while anyway. Ironically, though, I don't ever get many people over there that are like, hey man, I'm new to this and I'm trying to figure it out, and can you point me in the right? Every once in a while I get people asking questions, and that's very cool. But that's the whole reason I'm over there. So if you need, like I said, I'm not going to take your hand and tell you everyone, but I will show you where to find the answers, and I'll point you in the right direction. I will show you the resources that you can go. And truthfully, you can find everything you need free if you just go look for it and spend time with it. And if it's not worth you spending some time to learn this, then it's not worth you being worth $1 million or $2 million. If you're not going to put in the work to learn this stuff and apply it and get used to it, because this is only the first part. I thought TA, well, that'll give me all the answers. Well, crap. Then I'll, oh shoot, what, emotions? What? Oh, you mean I gotta, now I gotta learn about myself and start figuring myself out here and working on myself to do this right? It's a journey. Bad habits? What? There's always something to improve. You're always working on yourself and all this. You got to put in the work. Nobody else is going to do it. You got to do it. Doesn't mean you got to just sit here and sweat, but you got to do some studying. And it should be more than just YouTube videos. It should be more than just trying to join a trading group and get an easy signal. And people who join those groups, they put out tradings, and everybody's just go, oh, there's a trade set up. I want to jump in. I want to trade it. Some of them might work, some of them don't work. A lot of them don't work. In the trading groups I've seen, a lot of them don't work. And if you're new to the game and you don't have your head on right and hadn't been explained to you how to use those setups, because they don't, they're just like, just pick one, go with it. I don't know. They just charge you $99 a month just to throw them out there, right? 20, 30 a day. I don't know, man. Sometimes they'll throw out a lot. I don't know, maybe 10 a day. I'm trying to remember back how many, but I see several. But 10 a day add up, man. That's 300 a month. Is it any wonder you end up bad habits being in too many coins because you maybe didn't put a stop loss in, or that's like, just hold it for the long term, or whatever. You get stuck with a bag is what it is. You get stuck with a bag. I'm sorry. Let's go to the charts. Let's just start going. I feel like I'm being preachy or something. I'm not trying to. 0.000189. We got to get out of this accumulation area for win. She's just getting started, folks. My next big target on this would be 2563 area. We're at 1830 right now. With the real sweet spot being right up here in this area at 3748, meaning win from where she is right now. Could still do another 120% gains to get to the target I'm really interested in. What not, just to give you a little cheat sheet about where she could be going. Well, it'll take her a couple of passes to get there. Let's just take it for here right now. I'll give a moon boy target up here, but it'd take a few zigzags to get up there. Got plenty of time for that. This was Dogecoin, right? That was the one. Okay, it is. No, I got that's dogging me. Here's one. This is it, right? Mexi's got it. I got to it eventually. It took me a while. Trying not to get sidetracked. Okay, that's interesting. She leveled out, so looks like she went through an accumulation. I don't know if I can trust this as a price point. I don't usually trust the initial wicks, but that's all we got to go by right now. Let's see what it tells us. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. We'll use it. As long as we're above this one, this 236, she's flagging out above it or finding support on it, riding on top of it, however you want to look at it. That's a good thing. And I am not in this one, but if you're in this one, it looks like she's headed to 0.00327, that area. And I can't guarantee you that she's going to stop there. For any measure move for a channel, it looks like she's pretty much got that right now. That's where she is right now. And now she's breaking out of that. She's doing her own thing. The best thing that I would recommend is just do the fibs from that wick there and start looking here. This guy will probably get something, some little reaction, but the main paydays would be right up here for me anyway. That would be another 50 or another 60%. And then this 0.0055 area right there would be that simple. That's too easy, road dog. Can't be that simple to make money in this. Yeah, it can be. The Fibonacci does a lot. It ain't just pulling back to the 618 all the time. There's some other stuff. I mean, they're useful. And you spend time with it, it will talk to you. Yeah. If you read about it and kind of do more than YouTube videos, I'm sure there's some good ones out there. But there's information that's been around for decades on how this stuff works. From the great minds of trading, like W.D. Gann. Even Thomas Bukowski, see what they got to say. Or you can get that guy that just learned TA just a few years ago. And maybe he was taught well, or maybe he studied, or maybe he just, was taught every pattern breaks out 68% of the time and just keeps regurgitating that. That's the best that he knows. Maybe he only has a few strategies and decided to repackage them and sell them to you and look like a genius. I don't know why I keep driving things like that. I like it. It looks like it's going to go up. Peanut printed several. Yeah, Peanut. We looked at it earlier on the greens, the bubbles, but I didn't actually get the chart. I'm a little scattered right here. Let's check out Peanut. Oh lordy, she's at 224. Wow. I mean, too late for me. It's crazy, and she's down 60 something cents. Then, oh wow. Well, God bless Peanut. And I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. I'm trying to find my moon rocket. There we go. Show some respect. So we got a trend line. It's got one pull back there. So that we started with this, and this is still going. This is what's going on. Okay, let's explain this. Trend line. We lost it. Came down here. Now it's coming up, and now this line is resistance, and so it had to go its own little merry way. But as this trend line develops, this was, I swear to God, one of the first things you learn to do is draw a trend line. And I learned every little magical thing about trend lines on my own and everything. The one thing that did not stick in my head was when you lose a trend line, you need to think of that move as being kind of over. Even though this one came down and went up, you could have caught that with trend lines. But it's resistance now. It's resistance now. But this particular trend, that's gone. But it now, this trend, higher highs, higher lows, is starting to mature. So now we can take in this information, and once we get 2 or more points, it's more of a more mature trend, and then we can start figuring out our channels a little bit more accurately. And then we can start looking for our 3 pumps or 3 humps and a dump, which is a little shorthand for maybe Elliott wave theory, but usually you'll see things come in 3s. You'll see 3 little pumps. Not always. Sometimes she just does it on 2 and drops. But this is a bearish pattern, bearish trend line. She should break 3, but she could pump up a couple of more. Well, that's on the trend. Just tell me where she's going to go, road dog. Well, okay then. I guess let's pull out the Ouija board, shall we?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
It's turkey dog. You miss me, you know it. Golden brown, crispy on the outside, soft and juicy on the inside. Let's see what Peanut is going to do. Where are you going to go, Peanut? You got a 9 crossing the 21 moving average right there, giving you a little bit of resistance. You're trying to make it back up. You're trying to float past it. You're trying to do a little breakout thing, but still, that 9, that's going to hold you down a little bit. It's just going to hold you down a little bit, Peanut. I don't think you're going to go so much higher until that crosses back over. Ichimoku Cloud looks like she's on crack, though. She's looking happy. She's dancing in the park, dancing in the street, talking to herself. Thought it was a Bluetooth, but it wasn't. She's just crazy. I am looking for a 1-to-1, actually. I believe. Let's take that 1-to-1. So this is a 1.0 right there, Fibonacci. Going with that one. We got the 113 coming in with the a measure move technique that we used right there with the fibs. We will see how well that these little guys right here hold up. That is where I think that we should be going here. Another idea, you could look at that as a flag if you want to look at it as a flag, but the flag pole is from this actual move. You wouldn't actually be dragging it from here or all the way down here and doing crazy crap. I mean, the measure move would be from there. If it is a flag, I mean, Bukowski pulls the measure move differently for a flag than he does for a pennant, and he takes it down to the bottom of the line there. Now, if it was the little triangle-y looking thing, he would be putting that at the breakout. Most people will put it at the breakout. If you did that, you'd come up with somewhere close to the same measure moves that I got. And otherwise, well, if you did the bottom of the channel thing, I don't think it really makes a good channel or a good flag. In my personal opinion, I wouldn't be playing it as a flag. Therefore, it's not working out for me as a flag. But she is trying to break out. I think she's going to struggle with it. At least at first. She may turn it around. 284, $3. $3 is a nice psychological resistance area for Peanut. Could see us getting there. She could happen. Glasshopper says ski on base. Let's take a look at ski. Oh, you said on base. I keep waiting for my little meme coin, my little dark horse meme coin to take off. It started doing something, but she hasn't made the moolah I'm looking for. So is it Ski Mask Dog? Is that it? This is base, right? Well, look at you go to a higher high. Well, that's cool. Well, that's real cool for anybody that got in somewhere around through here at 0.004. Ooh, baby, make an 8x. This is over how much? How many days? Been a good week for this one. Just in case you don't know already, this is the worst time you could possibly buy this thing. You would just be exit liquidity for these guys, but it's great for the people that are in it right now. They get to take profits right now at make a nice little 8x. Don't know if I just need to tighten up my fibs or if I got them right. A little bit of a gap there, not much. I pretty much touched that one. Not quite touching the 1.13, but it looks like that's going to be one of your major resistance area. You did a full retrace, didn't you? I'm surprised you got up that high. On one go. Looks pretty good. I would expect her to retrace if she comes back. we'll have to assume that that would be our top. Sometimes I will go ahead and front run that idea, swing low to swing high. And I wouldn't doubt that you come back to 0.01. Now, a good place to look would be the 0.05, and you got a little hiccup there. That's Dow theory, Charles Dow's. When you get a big, strong impulse move like that, they usually retrace about 50%. That's his rule of thumb. And you'll see it stick. Works really well, especially on the legacy stock market with stocks and stuff. You see it work for that pretty well over there, too. She might come back to the 618, 0.0175, but I'd be looking right at 0.022 for the first possible place where it could catch. To me personally, I think the 618 looks juicy because it corresponds to this area over here. Scheme it. Hello? Who's calling? Always a black screen with you. Dog the Fib Whisper. Hey, Bullets on Parade, how's it going? Peanut printed. Oh, yeah, wait, it's that one. Catch up with the chat now. Joe says, oh, and Joe not talking to me. Ski on base, we did that. Can you kick Fox shaped shift? Can you kick Fox shaped shift Fox in the butt for me? Says Sam. What's it doing? And Doug says, can you check out Mint Stake share? Big news coming in the AMA tomorrow. Currently on Binance and Base. Should be bigger than Drip. Mint Stake share. See if I can find that one. And you said Fox Shapeshift? I'll tell you. So, are the Casper meme coins moving? I've been very disappointed with them suckers. I don't know why. I just get the feeling there's something weird going on with all the meme coins and Casper. I don't know. I can't explain it. I've felt that ever since the meme coin thing came out. Something's off. Something's off. I don't know why. I ain't got nothing to stand on for it. It's just a weird vibe I got. Not saying Casper's bad, but something's missing. Something's missing there. Something's not working right. But let's give me a second. Fox. Shapeshift Coinbase. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, a pump and then that actually looks pretty promising to me, really. Let's clear out what we got. Okay, so from this one we got swing high to swing low. We got an 886, right? That's a pretty deep retracement. So you can pretty much bank that it's probably not going to go up as high. Actually, well, if you wanted to, you could actually do the measure move from there. That was a good way to handle that little guy. Where did you go, 886? Oh, the 886 was right down here at the bottom. Duh! And then that gives us the 113 as our Moon Boy target. You know, that one that doesn't look like it's going to happen until that one day, and then it does. Yeah, that one. So she's trying to break out of accumulation, just hasn't done it yet. Moving averages are kind of stuck down here. She's got a little. Are you trying to butt crack on us? I don't think so. I don't think she's trying to butt crack on us. That would suck. Or at least not a big, long, drawn out thing, I don't believe. She's at a 618. Well, I don't think it'll hold. It may, but I kind of think that you might see 0.042. And I think that might be the area that she comes down and bounces off of. Although, she's respected the 618 so far, hasn't broken below it. She can bounce off of it. If she does, look, what she's got going in her favor is that, I mean, the 9 is just now crossing the 21 and it's crossing sideways. It's not like coming down. So that tells me that this one can recover. So I would look to see if this, I'm on the daily, so the 4 hour would probably give us a little bit more information. We can probably see it as it's starting to play out. 4 hours saying we got a 200 moving average. Yeah, I think, and let's see. 6, 3, 8. These are twisted around. They're trying. The bigger moving averages are starting to come around. The 360 crossed to 660 something. So that's a plus. And now it's starting to cross the 80. So we're getting this one on the right track. And we just got to flip this guy over. That'll take a while. Well, I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, this one looks, I think this one will hold. I think I'm pretty safe to say this one's got a really good chance for it to hold here and start working its way up on shapeshift. And so if she's holding the 618, well, then you got a pretty good move coming. Let's see if we can get this off. Well, let me do it this way first. All right. So the targets that you need to pay attention to are these two. In my personal opinion. In my little method. $9.7 and 10 cents is where we can go, and that's a longer range target. Now, shorter term target, you just erase. I should have done that at the same time. Why didn't I? Same fib I was having pull. 618 is your golden little place, right? That's where the looking to the left is telling us, I'm here, come here. And this 382. Those looks like some juicy short-term targets that could fit into somebody's strategy. I don't, when we do this, I don't know what your strategy is. You from the next guy, you're playing it short-term, long-term, whatever. I just try to find points where something's going to happen, where there is going to be a reaction, and then we see if we got a way to play it. And this line comes in with this idea, so I could see how this guy could play out short term. From 5 to 6 cents, that's not bad. What is that? 21 cents, and then our 618 Fibonacci retest these areas here. We'd have to finagle through here. I doubt we'd come up right up straight away, but who knows? I don't know how many zigzags it'll take to get there, but 40% gains there. And then the sweeter, longer term play where she comes up to make a higher high before getting rejected to come down to make a higher low. Buying from this sweet bottom area, it could get you a nice 83, 91% gain. I personally like this because what she's doing here on the 4 hour, bouncing off the 200 moving average, respecting the 618 fib, getting above the 9 moving average, that would be the trigger for me where I would get in the Fox token if I wanted to get in. That's for a trade setup. So I think this one's actually got a valid trade setup right now, in my personal opinion. Short term would be, let's see, we go right below the 200 moving average. We've got about between a 6 and 7% stop loss there. And there's your 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which would be your basic trade. You at least want that. So that's a good basic trade right there. That's a safe trade to take that should play out fairly soon. Like, that's a nice little swing trade to take. It might take you a couple of days. Hopefully not more than 5. Now the other ones would take a longer time, but they pay more. And you can also take a little profit along the way, just have bigger targets. 36% gains there, but this one up here, I mean, it may take, I don't know how long it take to get there. It could take a minute, or it could take just a short little while. How long did it take over here? If she does something crazy like this, it just takes about 5 or 6 days. Doesn't mean she's going to do something like that though. So I like this for a nice little short-term trade setup. We'll put that over here. And I think we'll share this one. This is on Coinbase, right? I like the tight risk-reward ratios when you buy on bottoms. That's what I like. Get a trigger, get a signal above the 9. Got a good chance that this will start moving toward at least the top of the pattern where we got our target. So let's throw her out there. Put her over in the trade setup area here. I did find, somebody's asking me about the Hikinashi candle. I did find a video on that. Counter Break is not one of my videos, but a good source that I like. Explaining about the Hikinashi and how they work, in case anybody's interested. Trade setups for Shapeshift Box. I cannot type tonight. My cap locks, are you on? No. So I kind of like this one. I think that's a pretty solid trade setup, in my opinion, to hit that target. About 20% gains out of that. Can you? Okay, mint stake. Let's check out. I missed something there. Why was it mint stake? Currently on Binance and Base. Probably have to do it Dex Tools, right? So is it EMSS mint stake share? Ooh, I hope not. Well, this is a daily chart. Hopefully I got the wrong one. Sucks that it's got a similar name. For marketing purposes anyway, nothing else. There's a mint club and a mint stake. Let's see if there's a finance, and let's check this one. Own base. Well, the only problem with this is that we've not confirmed the bottom. We don't know where the bottom is. It can keep going down. We don't know. We don't know where the bottom is. I can help you kind of guess with a little woo-woo science, but I think she already met the one for this one. That looks like a full 618. That is a full 618. She might. All right. If she should have a good chance to bounce here based on this move alone. Now, it's not taking into account any other bigger move that might also be influencing this, but for this little move here, it looks like she can bounce and at least recover some ground. I don't know that this is going to be the full-on bottom, so you would look for a sign, but 0.03285 is, let me see, yeah, I've got that pretty much accurate. Looks like she can come down just a wee bit more. I am not saying buy here, I'm saying watch it here. Because if you jump in thinking this is the bottom, catch a falling knife. I mean, I do that. I'm guilty of that. I do that a lot. But what you'd really want to do is come to a smaller time frame. I'm on the daily here. You want to come to the 4 hour, 1 hour, somewhere through there. And start looking at that 0.03285 area and start seeing if she starts to do something. And if she can start like coming back up here, some people would make this thing prove itself before they jump in. So to regain, maybe even regain areas as high as 4 cents before they would feel comfortable jumping in. And it just depends on your risk tolerance. For me, if I'm seeing the 1618, I might a little DJ say, let's go ahead and jump in. Put a tight stop loss. If you can put a stop loss here wherever you're trading it. Maybe. We got some other things you can look at here. Let's take this guy. So we got a channel. I always have a channel. You just gotta figure it. You just gotta find it. Not the prettiest one. Let's go with... I'm going to do you right. Now, this could be the beginning of the partial decline right here. That's where they, if you're in a channel and it starts leveling out, you could have said that over here too. If you're, I don't know, I mean, the partial decline looks like this, where they get ready to break out, but this one didn't. She came down. This one had a little wedgie. Some people would be looking at this as a descending triangle. Now, if you want to go with that idea, you could have a measured move that would take you down further. Now you ask yourself, well, that would suck if she went down to 0.029. So I've got to throw that out there. That idea needs to be out there. I'm looking. You need to wait for a confirmation on the bottom. Is your best bet. And we got to start seeing her change trend and make higher highs and higher lows. But a rounding shape could be helpful. But I don't know what happened with this one. But clearly, people. I don't see a whole lot of volume, but she just slowly trailed off. She's not in a nutshell, she's not showing any signs of being bullish just yet. Base projects are pumping. I suppose it's their turn. I hope so. I got some. How's Otoshi doing? Toshi was looking pretty good earlier. I can do that over here. Probably already have it charted. Toshi! Hell yeah, Toshi, do you. You're just not up to where I need you. I'm waiting for over here. What was this? Oh, was this? Oh, we did that, didn't we? We pulled that idea to see if she could do something. I was going to do that. Did I put it back over there or something? That's interesting. So Toshi, she's in a big ass falling wedge. We got a measured move, put it to the breakout. Says we can come up here somewhere around a decimal 3 zeros and 72.25. That'd be cool. So she's already blasted through. You sucker, dog. You thought that was gonna be a target. That was a measured move, wasn't it? It's a blue line measured move. What you look like on the smaller time frame. Did you get a catch there? I mean, you're testing. Yeah, maybe. So a lot of times when you get a measured move, I mean, if they do, I mean, it doesn't mean that they're always going to find rejection there, but they can be very significant lines. And on this one, you can see it's trying to work on a support resistance flip in this area. So I don't discount measured moves. I think there's something to it. So I try to measure them as accurately as I can or thereabouts. But a candle, it was resistance here for that candle, and now we're getting candle body that's trying to find it, test it as support before going up. So she went through the measured move, tested as support, and that's just good for next target, please, which is going to be right up here at 0.00038. Nice, Toshi. Pump my bags, baby. You're just not up where I need you to go yet. Sleepy. Also broke out of a channel. We had that down here. Now if we wanted to play that idea just a little more eloquently, we can adjust this channel, see if we can get the most touches since we've already got a breakout. I would go with that and then take a measured move from that down. This is another way you can work this. There's so many different ways that you can do this, and what's cool is that a lot of times you'll find that sometimes they'll kind of all line up in some kind of weird ass fashion, kind of like, what is that? According to this measured move is being met right now as we speak. Or no, it's not. It's not made it there. I'm sorry. That trend line threw me off. So we got a measured move just from that channel, and that is up here. 0.0003515. But ultimately, a falling wedge, I mean, you can expect these bigger targets too. That's what I'm waiting on. Toshi. If I'm in, because here's how I'm looking at it, aside from all this stuff. this is the bottom. This is, if we take our Fibonacci, this is our accumulation zone that we're breaking out of. We haven't done that on there, have we? Perhaps you should, but then I have to erase all this stuff. Swing high to swing low. See, we're still in our little, we're testing our accumulation zone right here at this 31. So, why too many targets, road dog? You're throwing targets left and right. There's so many different ways that you can look at it. It depends on how long you want to play this little game. This little guy. That's a nice 1.0045. It looks like she could go through it though. Measure moves coming up in the 618 Fibonacci area. Toshi Otoshi. Striker says it moved since I traded some of it. Are you seeing signs of a pullback on Bitcoin before we hit 100,000? Yes, that's what I was saying earlier on in the stream. We're at resistance right now for Bitcoin. I mean, in a lot of the fib levels, a trend line levels, we're at resistance. So, and we got a red dot. We got a red dot with bearish divergence here on market cipher. There's so many signs saying we need to take a break. They're there. It's the same signs that I was seeing back on, it reminds me a lot of what we were seeing back on Total 3, back over here, that I didn't listen to as well as I should have. I kind of said, yeah, it's saying, yeah, this is the top area, and it's showing a reversal pattern and everything. Yep, that's what it's saying. So yeah, we should get a pullback. And my attitude's like, we'll walk it off. It's probably nothing. You will come back and then kind of maybe come back and try to go for a higher high. That's how we're feeling. That's how we're feeling at that time there. It's how we're feeling right now too. She'll get a little pull back. She'll go up. We'll hit 100,000. Might even make it 118,000 from here. That's what's going on. And that's the bias is starting to form in our heads right now, and the psychology of it. At this little same top pattern, the charts are saying very clearly to me that Bitcoin getting ready to do something, to take a break to the downside. Not a bad thing. Just take a breather, because it's a rocket ship. She's gotta refuel. And this is Total 3. I'm on the wrong chart. This is it. Total 3. This is total. That thing goes Total 3. She's going to find an area she needs to come back on too. Let me get these lines on. These were the other areas that we printed a red dot on market cipher on the daily. So I've got a scenario that I'm thinking, well, maybe if we're really, really bullish, maybe she can wick up to these areas, but these candle bodies are probably not going to make it further past this trend line here, this little green line here. And this one's stretching it. This is like a 1618. This orange area. I mean, she could do it. Ichimoku Cloud looks bullish. I mean, we got some bullish signs. It's bullish overall, but it's like, man, we got to refuel. We got to refuel. We got to get some shut eye. We can't keep going like this. It's not healthy. If she does keep going from that, if she did come up and go up to 100,000, we would probably get a very severe pullback. Meaning she would probably jump all the way back down to 70,000. I mean, a hard one. That would and have trouble, and maybe possibly even have trouble getting back in sync with things, because it's too unhealthy when they go too far without a pullback. So for me, I mean, at this point, this is when I'd start looking for the 382 Fibonacci's on impulse move. So from here to there, I would look at 83 first. Assuming that this is our top area. So, and that's coming from this whole little move right here. Technically, I mean, we could pull it from way down here, and that one's 77 for that 382. I don't think we're coming down to that one. It should be on this impulse move right here. But that's where our 9 moving average is coming. We could come back, retest the 9, maybe retest the 21. I don't think we have to. But a good strong trend will usually, if it's really strong, when it gets going, it will stay above the 9, and it may retrace to the 9 or retrace to the 21. And every once in a while, you will get a retracement to the 50, a deeper retracement. But the 9 and 21s are the ones that you mostly look for. And so if you go by that, and here we're on the day, the 21 moving average is still down at 74,000. 9 moving average is coming in at 81. So, I mean, we got pullbacks spelling out here everywhere. But yet she still wants to be above that 9 moving average on the 4 hours. So I can't say anything bad about her until she breaks that and breaks a trend line or something. So who knows? But everything is saying we're at an area where we should expect the trend to change for a little bit. That's just what they keep telling me. And when I don't listen to it, sometimes I get caught up. A good indicator to look for would be the MACD though. And it's a little bit of a lagging indicator, but I'm not seeing signs on the daily yet that she's tired. Some on the 12 hours starting to come in. On the 8 hour, starting to show those signs that hey man, need to perk up. And on the 4 hour, she's working on rolling over. I find that kind of interesting. Because up in March, right before we dumped, I mean, this is what on total 3, what the MACD looked like. And she was showing some signs of tiredness there. She got some deviations going on. I'm not sure. Are we seeing that? I'm not seeing that yet here. So it's a tricky call. It's a tricky call. There's lots of things saying, man, you need to be on your toes, but there's a few little things saying that, yeah, maybe she might still do something really bullish. But if it does, I think it's just going to be a wick, and then we'll come back for a pullback. I'm still leaning toward the over Thanksgiving holidays that we're going to be looking here, twiddling our thumbs, saying, man, crypto kind of sucks right now. Where's all the money now? That's what we're going to be feeling during the holidays. It's my prediction. We'll see if it comes true. What happens in between there to get us there? I mean, I'm not for sure. I would say be cautious and optimistic, but I missed my opportunity. I've got a trade open that I'm still under just a little bit on one of them. And I'm waiting for a pop-up to try to get out of it. I'm not trusting this to stay in the long. What I'm trying to say. I'm trying to find an area to get out and maybe start looking for a possible. I don't feel comfortable shorting right now either, Doug. I don't feel comfortable front running a short idea. So I'm saying all this, but yet also at the same time on the bigger time frames, I'm also saying I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin, as that we're just now getting started in this section. But this stuff, it does have its ups and downs. It does. And this could be one of the trickiest places they can get you to. Right at resistance right there. Guys, I'm going to look at this. Now here on the weekly, here's what we got going good for you. The weekly MACD is just now getting started. So overall, yeah, we're looking good. And I have no doubts we will get to 100,000, even past 100,000. It's a coming. It's on its way. We're getting into the juicy spots. I just don't know that's going to be today because, gosh darn it, that's a strong ass candle right there, man. That's a strong ass candle. But the truth of things, all we can do is take it day by day and look for the signs. And I'm not seeing this. The 4 hour leads to the 9 moving average. Look for that. It's not happened yet. Not happened yet. So I can't say anything bad about it. 1 hour even losing the 9. She lost it, but she gained it back. So, you know. So might we? Somebody said last night that I think by the 17th, we'd hit $100,000. And I'm like, I hope so. And you know, it's not improbable. I mean, it could still happen. There's so much volatility that a $10,000 wick or a $10,000 day is not out of the question at this point. But I think if we do it, we will go up, and I think we'll get a sharp sell-off at 100,000. A lot of people, that's their goal of where to sell it off. So I don't see us just breaking on through that. But then again, when Bitcoin gets bullish and full on bull, it does what it wants to do. And if it wants to go up, it will go up. It is, I've been on this thing 2 hours. It is pumpkin time. I gotta get a new pumpkin. What was that? Let's see, we got something. Doug's, oh, $10 super chat. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for looking at mint stake share. Added bonus to the prices, compounding 2% interest daily when staking. AMA tomorrow, 12 p.m. Mint Stake Shares YouTube channel. Go check that out. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. You can reply to these? What can you reply? The time to reply is expired. That's clearly, I got to work on my timing with all this. Bullish on Prairie says, I guess the only thing that can kill TA is supply and demand with a hint of greed. But some people say, things invalidate TA. I really don't ever see anything invalidating it. I really don't. It seems like whatever's happening is being spelled out in the charts. A lot of times it's being spelled out early if you look at the right things. And that's why I forgot the name right off my head of who said, show me the charts, I'll show you the news. But when it doesn't respect the TA, like when it does something that's not supposed to do, goes the other way, what I found is that, well, you want to be on that train, go with it, because it's doing something big. It's usually doing something big at those points. That's why when you're breaking out of a bullish pattern or breaking out of a bearish pattern to the bullish side, I keep saying, we break this trend line, get back into the pattern, be on that train. So I think that everything is there in the charts. I do. I swear I do. I think the fibs have convinced me of that. It's all encoded somehow into these candles. I got more oh, here we go. Random Trader says, man, this info is great. Thank you again, Road Dog. I learned something every time I watch. Good. That's what I hope I'm sharing stuff that's helpful. That's all I want to do here on this channel. Even if it's that someone got to the turkey before Thanksgiving. Yeah, just keep your knives and forks away. Guys, I want to call it a day, and I will be back again tomorrow night. I don't think I got anything crazy going on tomorrow. I may do a surprise stream if there's something going on in the afternoons, usually when I'll try to do that. So hit that bell notification if you want to be on that. I need to start working on for the membership stream, so I'll start looking at that also. So I'll try to announce that one and not do it as a surprise, but members can always go, it would be cool to have some people present to ask some questions during some of that stuff, the charts and stuff, so we'll talk about. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make that money. Meme coins seem to be popping off. Let's see what's one last look here. Day in price, top 100. Yeah, a lot of meme coins taking the lead, and that's kind of odd. It seems like meme coins start popping when people get confused about what the market's going to do next. Like when Bitcoin's just like, I don't know, is it going? It just seems like it's like memes are a safe haven now. I think that's kind of odd. As I watch my gold kind of trade around 2,500. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow.
Come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. It was fine, never mind. Unpredictable.
Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, sharing at the SEC. Gary fooled us all, we thought he was a hero teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, long get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, long get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Gary.
like what you see. Well then, please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too. And if you like to TradingView, leave a comment down below. I like Road Dog Crypto. I like Road Dog Crypto. I like Road Dog Crypto. Road Dog.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line.
Good night, John boy.
Gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life.